Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be on ranking palettes. I haven't done this for like 20 years, one I keep forgetting to put in. And yeah, and then the rest are just newish. So let's start off with this palette. So if I sound kind of horsey, it's because of my sinuses. Antibiotics, steroids, yeah. I'm going to kill my dude. My dude meaning my doctor. But yeah, so it's not really do anything. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So anyways, and I'm extremely tired because I've been up since 4 in the morning for truck. And my manager is late. Lovely. So yeah, anyways, so let's get started. So start off with this guy right here. This is the Gremlins Totally Dangerously Cute palette. This guy was not fun to get. Mad Beauty don't accept hardly anything to get it. So I'm like, so it's really hard to grab. I always like to do PayPal because if not, PayPal is one of those things that you can, if you don't show up, it's easier to get your money back. That's why I like to do it. But I looked it up, and I did find a site that I can actually get it. And then, of course, shipping and handling was pretty expensive, put it this way. He wasn't too expensive. He was $20 for from the UK, which is give or take. And then, of course, the shipping was just like almost double that. I think it was like close to almost $40 by the time it was. I was like, God damn, Giz, how much did he freaking ass cost? So that's what he looks like. The packaging is just adorable. I'm like, ugh. It wasn't such a pain in the ass, and the quality is decent, but it's not great. If the quality was a little bit better, I would have liked it. It did blend, it did build all that freaking snazzy stuff out there. The shimmers are just kind of like soft. They're not too metallic or anything like that. You can see in my hand in a second. The color story is nothing extraordinary. It is still cute as hell. Like, look at the little gizmo. Yeah, I'm like, that is so damn cute. I'm like, I love this. I love this movie. I did buy the It movie from Makeup Revolution. I was like, okay, as long as it's not jacked up junk shit, I'm getting it. So yeah, so there's that guy. And here's some of the swatches for you. See, the shimmers are not the most exciting type of thing. I always do dark to light on my when I do my eyeshadows. Of course, I don't go in with the black. I go in like, say, like a burgundy or the dark green or whatever, just to go from there. And that's how I do my mattes, which I'll show you what's on my eyes in a second. So there's that guy. So next guy is what's on my eyes. This guy right here, palette. I really wanted to get one of Angie Nicholas, or how you say her last name, palettes. The last ones are just kind of like not my story, not my colors, more grungy, not grungy, more greeny. And I don't go for greens. I'm like every so often, yeah, but I don't really need a palette. The palette, this packaging is beautiful. This is the Lagos palette. I'm so glad she actually come out with the color story I like. This is what I have in my eyes. And they did wear pretty nicely, and the sparkles are beautiful. And like that. When I swatch it, I was just kind of like that. I was like, okay, cool. So I'm like, my beloved Too Faced swatches the same thing, and they play beautifully. So I'm like, my friend right now, and yeah, it's like, just play with it, see what happens. So yeah, that's what I did. So this is what I came up with today, and this is how I feel about it. I do like the mattes, beautiful. I love the mattes. The shimmers, they all are sparkly, they are pretty, that's about it. They're not gonna give you like a super like shiny metallic look on the eyes or anything like that. So let me swatch it. When you swatch it, it seems like the mattes are kind of sheer, and so are the shimmers. So let me swatch it, some of them for you. Okay, so this is just one swipe of them. Let me swipe some more for you so you can see what they look like. That one is freaking gorgeous. They just kind of, okay. They do apply pretty nicely on the eyes. I do like that. It may fade a little bit, but of course, I did this at 4 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, they did apply nicely on the eyes. I do like them, but would I get another palette? No. I'm glad I have her. She is cute. She's the packaging is, of course, stunning. Angie did a very good job on the packaging. The formula on it is just kind of like, whatever. I kind of perform my Too Faced. They are easy buildable. These do too, but it's just like the price tag, like This next palette, these next palettes are around the same price with the shipping, and of course without shipping and handling, of course. But yeah, it's just here though there. Like I like it, but I'm not in love with it. Okay, so next let's talk about this other guy. So this is I had to get this. Is the next three are Too Faces. So you know me, I like them. I love Too Faced. I love Too Faced. I love Morphe shadows. For me, they just play like freaking amazing on the Dream. I love not really Urban Decay, but I do love Christian Dior. I love their shadows. They're beautiful. So of course they came out with the Frosted Pop-Tart palette. This is the pinky one. If this guy had one more freaking shimmer, it'd been just bombski, because all these right here, like these are all matte. This is kind of like a satin, and this is more of like the shimmer. They swatch beautifully. I'm gonna swatch all of a single one of them. Maybe not the. I might not swatch the cream because you can't really see the cream. But yeah, this is, like I said, it's satin. So you just get these two shimmers. Of course, that's a true shimmer and that's a satin. If they were to swatch one of these out right here, and made maybe into a shimmer, I'd be like goo goo gaga over this thing. I do say goo goo gaga over it, but it's one of those things I do have to bring in like another like in a corner palette, because I don't do a matte in a corner. If you do a matte in a corner, you will love it. But it's one of the things that I'm like, and for me, yeah, that does not much depth for me. So I do have to bring, it does give me decent depth, but it doesn't give me depth, like dark depth, like I like. Like for dark depth, I mean like black or dark brown. But yeah, so let me swatch this pooch for you. Okay, so here's the palette. These two is just because of my skin tone, but they do show up pretty nicely. Let me see if I can maybe swatch them on my wrist so you can see what they look like a little bit better. Because that's usually lighter, so you can see them. Like they could have maybe done without, like, this one right here has kind of like a matte glitter on it, but it's not like whatever. So if they would have like maybe made this guy into a shimmer, it'd been freaking bombski. It needs at least one more shimmer in this palette. I didn't get, of course, they have the other one that's just like a regular nude palette, so I'm kind of like, eh. But yeah, since I saw this one, I was like, yoink. So there's that one. I do really like it. It's just like if I just, it needs a tad bit tweak, like an extra, like a light shimmer, and then it'd be just like perfect. Of course, you can put whatever you want in it, but yeah. There's that guy. So next, let's talk about this bad boy. Yeah, I bought him. And I love it, actually, I do. Too Faced, they don't, everybody bitches about Too Faced because they don't swatch the best. They never have. Some of them do, some of them don't. It just all depends on the formula. They are mostly, the shimmers are mostly pressed hard. This is a cardboard packaging. This is probably one of the better Too Faced palettes I've tried that from the collections. I usually get one of the fall ones, which is that one, or to see how it is. Then I'm like kind of like snooping to see how they're the holiday palettes. And the holiday palettes are, some of them are just kind of like lackluster. They're not that exciting. They had the three of them, which I was just watching. I was like, no. They didn't swatch the best, anything like that. I seen like Jen Phelps reviews. She's not a Too Faced lover, so I'm kind of like, I didn't expect her to goo goo gaga over it. She's just kind of like, eh, whatever. It's, you have to get, you have to know Too Faced formula. You have to understand the formula because each formula is different. So here's this palette. It's a beautiful palette. Have we seen this in 6,000 years? Yes. But this one is one of the best ones they've done in a long time. So the cheek products are going to be very for people that are not for my skin tone. They do show up on me easily. This is, of course, I don't know if it's supposed to be a bronzer, but whatever, but on my ass, no. I did use it as a blush, and it worked as fine, so I'm going to swatch some of the shimmers, some of the blushes, etc. So hang on. Okay, so hopefully this helps. The cheek products are beautiful. Really gorgeous cheek products. They are, this one blush right here is very kind of pressed hard into the pan, but he did pick up beautifully on the thing. Some of these are the shimmers, like this one right here and that one are also pressed hard, but they do perform, as soon as you get off kind of like touchy, they just don't swatch. Too Faced doesn't really swatch the best. They do apply nicely on the eyes. I always use my fingers and I had no issue with them. They are just beautiful. They do, of course, these are not going to be the most metallic shimmers in the bowl, and they're not going to be the sparky. If you want sparkiness, go here, but they are more kind of like sheer-ish type of thing. They're not like going to be like blinding your face like this next brand I want to talk about. Well, after this. So yeah, there's that. I really do recommend it. It's a very good, beautiful palette. I say it's definitely worth it. Especially if you have like points or whatever from Ulta, definitely grab. Next guy is just like, whoo, beautiful. This Maple Syrup palette this is another one that either love Too Faced or you don't. If you love Too Faced, you would love the palette. That's how it is. Some of the, of course, the shimmers, only one I have issue is this guy right here. This guy is the pressed hard one. But yeah, this one is not my absolutely color story in the bunch. Like, you know me, I don't do greens. But I do green shimmers. So I'm going to swatch it for you. Okay, so here's, that's all the matte swatch, I believe. The mattes are the only, I do love the mattes. The mattes are beautiful, but the color story is kind of like whatever. With the mattes, it's just like you get one green and browns. And the browns are just like nothing that is extraordinary. They do, of course, blend, build, and all that jansies, snazzies up. Of course, like you can see, the shimmers are just beautiful. The shimmers on this one is much better than the shimmers on this one, but these are, of course, more, now I won't say glittery, but kind of like chunky. So they do need a little bit of like a wet base and everything like that, so it can help. I always just go like that with my finger, and it works just fine because I'm not going to use a John Master Sun spray to spray my shit. Because sorry, I am. But yeah, this one is beautiful. I do really like it. If I could tweak it a little bit, it'd be just like the mattes, or be just maybe like, except for the only thing you have in this guy is just like one green matte. Maybe, and this is kind of like, it does work kind of like now a V type of shade, but it's, yeah. Of course, all the shimmers played beautifully on this one. Of course, the darkest matte you're going to get is, I think, either this one or I think this guy right here, because this guy, I hate, they always do this. I hate when they do this because they do like a black one, really, like a satin with glitter in it. So that's what this guy is. So you can use that as a an LV type of shade if you want to, or you can use the Blueberry Jam shade. I just wish they just do a matte. Okay, so next palette. This is like my number one. This guy is still on their website, and my friend Raina gave it to me. I love Glamlite shadows. They're just, they are just spectacle great. So this is what he looks like. So I'm going to, these are just like blinding, beautiful. These are rich, pigmented. Definitely recommend checking out Glamlite over this. So let me swatch it so you can see what they are. That's what I mean. Okay, so I got Glamlite, like, look at that. Like, there's no compare, like, this is just like bold. And that's the Ghost palette. They're just kind of like that one's pretty good, this one. And these are just how to be built up. So here's the Glamlite. These are just like boom in your face, and these are just kind of like built up. Like, these are pretty good. But other than that, these are just like, if you haven't tried Glamlite formula, definitely try them. They are just freaking good. The matte is just like acidly pigmented. So yeah, this is all I got for today. So like and subscribe. My battery's almost out. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye guys.